Deseret News Rewind is presented by Highland and Associates. Call them now for a free consultation, 801-754-4240, or go to utah.law. Welcome in Deseret News Rewind. Dusty Litster, Dane, Stewart is always brought to you by Utah Army National Guard, but presented by Highland and Associates.
All right, Dusty, let's see how well you listen to me. Do you remember what grade I got in my business law class?
You got an A.
Yes, I did. But you know what? I was like, why do I need to go into business law if they're professionals like Justin Heidemann and Associates? I can just rely on them. Give them a call, 801-754-4240, full-service law firm. Whether you're looking at will and trust, you got something with your business, or just trying to figure out some legalese, Heidemann Associates, no better place to go.
Absolutely. I want to thank Justin Heidemann and his support here of Deseret News Rewind. Also, go check out our podcast. Did the interview with Coach Tony McGeary this week. 31 years, been coaching the state of Utah. His final run here in the state, and had a 40, it's about 30 minutes. We go into a lot of stuff. It's really, really good, but go check out that podcast as well. All right, let's go into this. One of our favorite videos we do every year in the sports we cover, bracketology. We're putting our name out there, putting our stuff out there as well, but we're going to go through the 5A state tournament from toe to tip and go through the whole thing here.
That's right.
And so let's get it started here. First game, we'll start from the top. Salem Hills and Bountiful.
I actually think this is a really interesting ball game, Dusty. This is not a typical first-round game for a #1 seed. I think Bountiful, their rushing attack, really, really solid. Jared McCann, difficult to stop. Maple Mountain had a tough time stopping him. I think Salem Hills is going to have an answer, but it would not shock me if this game's close. I'm going to go with Salem Hills and Elmer, the quarterback, to get it done.
Well, Elmer didn't play in the last game of the year. Broke his finger. They didn't play him. He's got a week. See how that affects him, because if not, Salem Hills is very much a run-oriented team. They got some turnovers against Maple Mountain. That game was close until the end. If McCann gets off here for Bountiful, it's all about the defense. But I'll give the 1 seed the nod here. I think Salem Hills takes care of business. They got enough offensive firepower, very good defense as well. I'm on Salem Hills as well. All right, Wasatch and Highland.
I think really intriguing matchup. Two teams are going to try to establish the run. I'm going to go with a team that has made some deeper runs, and I think they've got the pieces there. I'm going to go with Highland in this one, but I think there's a really, really close matchup.
Got to have a carrot out there. State championship's enough, but sometimes that next round is just enough to get you going, get the juices pumping.
Yeah.
Wasatch lost on a field goal to Salem Hills, and they ain't losing to the original school where they wanted the mascot to be the prisoners. Not happening. Not happening. Highland's going down. It's going to be Wasatch taking care of business out in Sugar House.
Okay.
Olympus and Murray.
Rematch, Region 6, familiar foes. Olympus, I think, just too strong right now. That running attack for the Titans, I got them over Murray.
Agreed. Olympus is just running ruckshot right now, and they're playing real well, especially in region.
Yeah.
It's going to be a bigger deal, too. Although, Weber, Layton, Orem, Brighton.
How about Orem right now? You want to talk about teams playing well. Hey, everyone's back. Faya played in their first-round win. Sewell does what Sewell does, and that's score touchdowns on both sides of the ball. I got Orem terminating Brighton's season a little bit earlier than Bengals would like.
You know, this is a fun team from Brighton. If Curtis and Cirillo and crew kind of get going, could be very, very interesting. But how do you stop Noah Sewell? I don't know that you're going to. It's all Sewell all the time, and I'm going Orem as well. All right, Provo, Alta.
Really interesting ball game here, right? I mean, you talk about some of the injuries in other Region 8 teams. Provo trying to kind of limp in here a little bit as well, and trying to make sure they're healthy for things. Alta, this is a team that when they're clicking, man, they can score points in bunches. I think that Provo defense is going to have some success. I think they're going to be able to slow Alta down. I'm going to give an edge to Provo, but we'll see.
This is where you learn if the bye is actually an advantage.
Right.
Because some of it, I think you got to keep playing now. Hasn't got nicked up at the end of the year. The quarterback, he's needed some time to get ready and get right for this game. But Provo's not won a first-round game under Coach Tony McGeary, and they've been in the first round every year since 2014 and have not won one of those games. And multiple of those have been at home. And then comes Alta playing really, really well. And you know my history of Alta. Goes all the way back to Les Hamilton days in the beginning. But I'm on Coach McGeary and I'm on the Bulldogs. Close one. Close one. They're going to be really, really close. All right, I'm on Provo on that one. Timpview, Springville.
This Timpview team, I've just really struggled to get a feel for Timpview this year, right? It's felt very Jekyll and Hyde, kind of all over the map. Springville just doing what Springville does. A lot of close ball games, trying to establish a run. And we talked about this year, they've got one of the best passing duos for touchdowns this year. Could they really throw the ball past Timpview? I'm going to go with the Timpview T-Birds to get a victory over Springville.
Mortensen and Murphy.
Targy Lamson.
Been really, really good. Mortensen and Murphy been really good. But Timpview likes to run the football.
Yeah.
And what's one thing that Springville does really, really well? They stop the run. But Timpview wins really, really close.
I think Lamson has a big day.
Yeah, been a long time since Springville beat Timpview in the state tournament. It's been 15 years, I think, what it is. This would be really, really, really close. I might be off of that number there, but I'm going Timpview too. Timpview Provo second round, that's a fun one. Farmington Bountiful.
How about Farmington, huh? And getting the number 3 seed in this state tournament this year. Bonneville with a nice first round win over Spanish Fork, but I'm going to go Farmington on this big.
Yeah, I'll make this real quick. Phoenix.
Yeah.
Dan Coates. And it might be a theme on my end of this bracket. Lehigh Woods Cross.
Interesting matchup here, Dusty. And, you know, I think the best, well, we won't get into that. I think this Lehigh offense has the ability to really score points in bunches. What are we going to get from Woods Cross? We've seen weeks where they've been able to score points. We've seen weeks where they've struggled to score points. They have something special for that Lehigh offense to try to slow things down. I'm going to go with Lehigh just because I think they're able to put some points on the board.
Yeah, I mean, we've had a little bit of the topsy-turvy stuff with Woods Cross in weeks past. And how about Lehigh come off a win against Orem, win the first round. Cooper, crew playing really, really well. Now heading up to Woods Cross. This game is going to be really, really close. Yeah. That defense from Lehigh is much improved. Luke Hyde and crew got to get points. I'm going to go Lehigh too. I think Ed Larson and Cooper in the playoffs got a little bit of magic there. All right, I'm going to go bottom to top. Woods Cross, for you, Woods Cross and Farmington.
Lehigh.
Oh, probably Lehigh, sorry. Lehigh and Farmington.
Yeah, here I'm going to go with Lehigh. I think Lehigh, I think Cooper going to be able to find some success throwing the football. For Farmington, you really got to watch for Wilson up front. One of the real good disruptors on that defensive line for Farmington. Can Lehigh find a way to block him, take him away, buy some extra time for Cooper? I'm going to go with Lehigh to get the victory.
You know, two of the toughest colors to feel really strong in is purple and teal. And that's what we get in this one. And consequently, it was my all-star colors as a kid too. We were purple and teal out of Wellington. Farmington. Everton and Toon, I'm on the Phoenix. I think this is a team that's really, really good, coming in their own. They need to get to this point.
Yeah.
And now focus is on. I'm on the Phoenix.
Okay.
Provo, Timpview.
Really interesting battle. We talked about it earlier, right? Provo, this was the year to beat Timpview. They didn't get the job done. They lost by 6. Or is it? I'm going to go with the Bulldogs, Dusty. Getting revenge second time.
For the first time since the Berlin Wall came down, Provo's going to beat Timpview. That's what you're saying?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, too. I got Provo beating Timpview at home.
Yeah.
And the ghost of Ronald Reagan will be there for them. So, Orem, Olympus.
Dusty, I don't know if there's anyone playing better football right now in 5A than Orem. Pieces are back. Pieces are working. I got the Tigers.
What's the worst things you can do to an absolute beast is make them hungry.
Yeah.
And Orem feels disrespected by the RPI. They feel they lost to Lehigh, limping into the state tournament. It feels like I'm on the Tigers.
Yeah.
Coach Hill and crew, and you still got the best player in the state, Noah Sewell. If he stays healthy, they're taking care of Olympus.
You know what happens when we disbelieve in Olympus, don't you?
I know.
Yep. Don't miss this matchup.
But don't take that for the reason why I'm doing it either. I know. The original Orem, go and take care of that one. Wasatch. So no, you got Highland, Salem Hills.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with. I actually went off my little projected bracket.
This is a rematch, by the way.
Yeah. Tough one for me to pick here, Dusty. I'm gonna go with Salem Hills. I'm gonna stay with Salem Hills in this one. I think they get the victory over Highland.
Yeah. So for me, it's Salem Hills and Wasatch. That was a last-second field goal for Salem Hills.
Yeah.
They ain't gonna need that this time. Salem Hills is gonna take care of Wasatch in the second round at home, as Salem Hills is gonna move on in that one. All right, stay to the top, going to the bottom.
Yep.
For you,
Salem Hills
and
Orem.
I'm
gonna go Orem in this one.
Yeah, I'm on Orem too.
Yep.
Orem, yeah, they reigning 4A champion. I'm on it too. For you, Olympus, or pardon me. For you, it is Provo and Lehigh. This is where we don't have this written out. So
yeah. I'm gonna go with Provo in this one. I think the Bulldogs, that defense. Hey, look, sometimes you just need to win one game and reinforce yourself you can do it, right? They're going to have opportunities to do that. I think Provo slows down Lehigh. This game they lost earlier this year, this is going to be the playoff of retribution for the Bulldogs. I got Provo.
For a first time in a long time and a first time ever is what I got here. Provo versus Farmington. I got a really good friend that's really close to the Provo side. I'm taking Farmington.
Okay.
Played Lone Peak really, really good. I just really, man, I'm saying that, and I'm like second guessing myself. Teal versus Green. If they're beating Timpview, they're not losing. All right, I'm on Provo. I never do this. I'll go Provo. It just didn't seem right. If it doesn't feel right, you pull the ripcord on that one.
Okay.
Remember that, kids. Doesn't feel right. Just let it go. I'm going Provo into the state champ. We have Provo in the state championship.
I know.
All right.
What is this, basketball? 10 years ago?
Wow. All right, so Orem, Provo, and all Utah County up at Rice Eccles.
Both of us, right?
It's weird how we got there.
That's why you should feel even more confident about this. I'm going to go with Orem. I just think Orem, they're playing the best ball right now. I think that physicality is disruptive. I've got the Orem Tigers.
Yeah. Reigning champion. Yeah.
The real question is, do you like yellow and blue or green? And I mean, that's the real question, right?
I had to say it in my head first. I wasn't going to make the same mistake twice. Another lesson for you kids. Don't let a game beat you twice.
Yeah.
All right, I'm on Orem. I'll let Orem. Yeah, Orem. 3 years in a row for Coach Hill and the Tigers. Noah Sewell's going out with 2 straight.
Okay.
Who do you got winning the 5A bracket? Hopefully when you do it, it's as entertaining as when we do it here.
Right.
Let us know what you think. At D News Rewind, at Dusty Lister, Dane_Stewart. Love to hear your thoughts. For Vince Francis and Dane Stewart, I'm Dusty Lister. Thanks for joining us and watching Deseret News Rewind on Deseret.com.